tonight, but it could get stormy this evening. Let's check in with Allison Rogers. Hi there.
Hey, Cherie. So right now we are starting to see a little bit of activity developing back out toward Ripley County here. So some thunderstorms going up just within the last 10 to 15 minutes. Actually, I should call these some heavier downpours. Not seeing thunder or lightning yet, but I certainly think that is a possibility. If these can hold together, lightning definitely is something that is a possibility within any of these thunderstorms that are going out ahead of our main area of action. Back out toward Owenton, you've got that downpour over top of you right now, so that's going to be impacting you for a little while longer. These are generally moving at about 25 miles per hour, so they're moving on the slower side. I expect if it can hold together, it has the potential to bring some of that activity back up toward Harrison. I would say closer to about 5:15 or so. So maybe for another hour or so before we start to see that rainfall moving into the Cincinnati metro, at least on the west side of town. Back out to the west in Kentucky, though, I am tracking and watching very closely all of these thunderstorms back out here, because this is what's eventually going to start to pull into our area and brings us that thunderstorm threat for the rest of tonight. That said, there is still the chance for some stronger or even severe storms here for the rest of the evening through tonight, especially from the window of about 6 to 10 o'clock tonight. With that, areas north and west of I-71 look like they have the best potential to see some of those stronger storms. That would be the chance for some gustier winds, maybe some strong winds that could bring down a couple of limbs or possibly even some weaker trees. And then also the chances there too for some hail for the rest of tonight. Not something that I think everybody ends up seeing, that hail threat, but it is still a possibility. So again, that window, it's about a 4-hour window from 6 to 10 o'clock tonight that we have that potential for those strong storms, possibly damaging as well with that chance for some gustier winds, and then the hail threats there, and also the potential for some heavy rain. If you can get caught under one of these downpours, that could put down a good quick inch or so of rainfall depending on where you live. Throughout the overnight tonight, we'll still hold on to the rain threat, but thunderstorms start to fade. I think we lose a lot of that energy as we head into the overnight time frame, and then rain is going to continue throughout the first half of the day tomorrow especially, but then even into early tomorrow afternoon, I still think there's a chance to see some rainfall lingering around the area. So here we go tonight, right around 7 o'clock. It's entirely possible that your neighborhood doesn't see rain until closer to 7. Again, some out west have the best potential to see rain from essentially now until 7 o'clock, but a lot of us might not see any activity until closer to that 7 o'clock hour. Here's 9:30. We start to see those clusters of thunderstorms kind of working their way across the Cincinnati metro. And with that, there is that chance for some of those stronger storms as well. Then tomorrow morning, some spotty to scattered activity, which will be off and on throughout the rest of the day Wednesday. So tomorrow's a weather impact day too, with that potential for some rain off and on throughout the entire day. So if the kids have field day or field trips tomorrow, good chance that they're going to run into some rainfall at some point throughout the day, because this does look like something that impacts during the school hours. In terms of our potential impacts for tonight, greatest concern is going to be the chance for some strong to even gusty or damaging winds. Then after that, flooding, heavy rainfall really is what I'm leaning toward, is the chance for some localized, possibly ponding on roadways, things like that if you get caught under one of those heavier downpours. A really low end tornado threat, as well as a chance for some hail too. But again, I think a lot of us end up seeing some gustier winds within some of those stronger thunderstorms that could move through the area here tonight. Right now it's 85. It's gorgeous outside. You wouldn't know we've got these thunderstorms on the way, or it is a little bit humid outside, so maybe that's potentially a sign that things are starting to change. And for tomorrow too, while it is raining, temperatures are going to be dropping. We will be anywhere from the mid 60s to about 70 throughout a lot of the day tomorrow, and after that, upper 60s on Thursday. And then heading into the holiday weekend, still holding on to at least the chance of rainfall Friday as well as Sunday and Monday. Guys?
All righty, Allison, thank you. The incident that happened